PRS webinar together with our guest speakers. We have Darren from AIA, who will be our main speaker, and also Lam Kah Meng. I will introduce them shortly. But first of all, I want to say a very, very big thank you for all of you for joining us here today. And we have still quite a number of people we are waiting to come in. But in any case, we're going to start right now, okay? So my name is Casey. I'm a partner at Y Associates. I will be moderating this session and I'll be helping. So if you have any questions, please feel free to write it in the chat box. Or if you need to, you can also speak. However, please keep all the questions if you're speaking after the session where Darren has finished, and we will have a session for a Q&A session. But if you have any questions on the way, you can always put it in the chat first, okay? So I'll be moderating it. I'm a partner with Y Associates. Again, a very warm welcome to you. And I'd like to, before I invite our speakers to share, I would like to actually introduce some of our partners in our team as well, in our agency. If you are able to, just say a hello, okay? We have our partners and directors here. Peggy Lau is our director and also a partner with us, Y Associates. Hi, Peggy. You want to just say a shout out? Also Jasper, who's here. We also have Victor.
Hi.
Hi, yeah. Jasper. We also have Victor, who's here as well.
Hello.
Hi. Okay. So I'm not sure whether Greg is here. Is Greg here? Okay, not yet, I suppose. Okay. So that's our partners and directors here. And of course, we also have our life planners and people of our team. You might have been invited by them or also invited by any of us. So let me first introduce Darren. Okay, so Darren Yap over here. Darren is our DOA or Director of Agency of PRS, and he is pretty much the expert on what we can do with PRS and the products and how we can actually maximize the PRS and also the tax incentives. So if you're not very sure how PRS works, and if you're not very sure what kind of incentives are available from now until the future, Darren's going to be our man. He's also going to show the fund performance. He's very experienced. He's been with AIA for many, many years. And he will be able to give us an outlook today and also to answer any questions that you might have after this, yeah? So can we please welcome Darren? Okay, imagine clapping, okay, video webinar. So Darren, pass it to you.
Okay, thanks, Casey. Thanks everyone
Darren.
for your time. Okay, first of all, good evening to everyone. My name is Darren. Okay, so today actually is a very good timing for us to to share with you, to come here, okay, about win-win for everyone. What do we mean by win-win for everyone is to share with you how to pay lesser income tax, okay, and also at the same time how to get more savings for your retirement, okay. Why we want to do this? Because recently you see that a lot of media also in the advertise in the media, newspaper, Facebook, it's all about retirement since last year, because government thinking that people in Malaysia right now, right, is getting a lot of people become older, but the younger generation become lesser. Maybe due to the newborn baby is not so much lah, okay, not so much consider with 10 years or 2 decades ago. So you see that I'm this retirement industry, okay, for the past 8 years. So my side here is always thinking about retirement for me lah, okay. So you can see that my hair is always become like white color already, even though I'm not 60 years old, because I keep thinking, can I retire comfortably when I'm going to be like 60 years old, right? So here, that's how we share with you guys how to do it, okay? How to have a better retirement for you, okay? Or for your family members, okay? So let me share my slides here without further delay, okay? So Casey, I can share it from my screen, is it?
Sorry, Darren. Already Hafiz is sharing the slide already. Can you see?
Hafiz, you replay the slide for me. Okay.
Yes,
thank
correct.
you, Hafiz.
He'll control the slide for you, lah. Yeah.
Okay, good. Okay, good. So how it goes? Please next slide, Hafiz. Okay, talking about why we should think about retirement and where to put our retirement savings here. Okay, here there's some latest news from Bank Negara. Okay, so from the slides here you can see since January this year until July, it's only about how many months? 7 months period. Okay, so in this 7 months period, what happened to the bank's interest rates? If you do pay housing loan, we are very happy to get a notice that your home loan interest rate become lesser with the bank, okay? And your loan interest also become lesser. It's all daily together. We are happy. But at the same time, if you see that if you put your money in the fixed deposit, okay, your returns also become lesser and lesser. Why? Because Bank Negara already reduced the overnight policy rate or PR, okay, from January to July 4 times by from 2.75% to 1.75%. So you can see that this article on the 31st August, Merdeka Day this year, most retirees impact by the low interest rates. And also those relying on the fixed deposit will get softer returns. Okay, so what do we mean by softer returns? Mean to say since July, by putting all your money in the FD for your savings plan or your retirement plan, your returns is only 1.75% per year. And how to tackle your inflation, how to grow your money to tackle the inflation. Okay, how is it? What do we mean here? Example now, if you go out to a restaurant for meals, okay, then after that you have to pay money. Okay, you have to pay for the bill. So let's say the bill costs you about 100 ringgit. Okay, the bill. Okay, and do you notice there's one more extra line here called SSD? Okay, so what is the SSD percentage when the restaurant going to charge you? Okay, but actually SSD is by the government. Okay, but it's included in the restaurant bill, which is 6%. SSD is 6% right now. So if you compare or you versus the FD returns to you, imagine you're putting also 100 ringgit in the FD, and the FD example right now, if they can give you 2%, it's a very good return. 2%, 100 ringgit, you only get if you put in 100 ringgit, right? 100 ringgit in the FD, they give you 2% returns. So how much is your return per year by putting 100 ringgit in the FD? It's only 2 ringgit. 2 ringgit. And come back, versus the inflation, if you come back versus the SSD 6% just now, that meaning to say you have to pay 6 ringgit for the 100 ringgit meals. So if you use 6 ringgit minus your 2 ringgit, end up you are untung bersih or rugi bersih. You are rugi bersih 4 ringgit, negative 4 ringgit lah. So that's why people nowadays they see that the FD rate is so low returns, right? A lot of people doing like they'll do like freelance they're doing like online investment on themselves, online investment on themselves, or they engage a consultant help them to invest because they don't have time, so they do these kind of things. Okay, so next slide please. Next Safis. Hello, can you hear?
Yeah, this is the next slide.
Okay, good, thank you. Okay, so and then this next slide also from the media recently. Okay, also from the media recently, Malaysians cannot afford to live longer. Okay, so for us Malaysian, okay, how to know? This is very subjective, but from this article on the 19th of September this year, Malaysian people cannot afford to live longer. But I can say most of them, but maybe not you, not me, because it's very subjective. How to know whether you can afford to live longer or not? Okay, how to know? Okay, example right now. Your EPF. Okay, do you already check your EPF account every year or not when the EPF give you dividend? Okay, yearly. Do you check your EPF account every year? Why? Example, now EPF said, all of us Malaysian people, make sure you have at least a minimum benchmark of 240,000 when you are already 55 years old. Why EPF set out benchmark minimum 240,000? Because Malaysian people nowadays can also live longer, male can live around about 75 years old, and female can live averagely about 77 or 78 years old. Okay, and today, let's say now, I say I want to retire 55 years old. Because 55 years old, I can take out all my EPF if I want to. And I fulfill the EPF minimum benchmark, which is 240,000, right? But of course, at the same time, I also go and see Master Feng Shui. So why I say so? Because I want, okay, for me, Chinese, okay, maybe I see Master Feng Shui, Master said, hey, Darren, good news for you. Very good news. Why? Because you can live until 90 years old. Wow, 90 years old. Very good. You can see the enjoy your life, explore the world. 90 years old, very good. Okay, then I come back and check my EPF. Okay, I got 240,000. So I fulfill the EPF minimum requirement. 240,000 savings in my EPF. So now the Feng Shui master said I can live until 90 years old. Wow, so long. Is it enough to last for 90 years old until from 55 to 90 years old? This is question mark for me. Okay, how about yourself? Okay. And now I think 90 years old is very long. Okay, but why not I think until I think maybe until 75 years old first. Okay, so 55, 65, 75, so 20 years lah. Okay, so maybe you can use a calculator in front of you or from your phone. Okay, use your calculator to check whether you are enough or not for your retirement before too late. Okay, let's say now you got 240,000 in your EPF. You divide 20 years. 20 years is how many months? 240 months lah. So meaning to say, if you use 240,000 divide 240 months, you can spend how much per month? You actually can spend 1,000 ringgit only per month. Okay, 1,000 ringgit per month for the next 20 years, based on your EPF savings of 240,000. Is it enough for you? Is it enough for you? Okay, so how to know? How to know? Okay, how to know? So you can do a simple test. Perhaps tomorrow morning, you can go to the bank, withdraw 1,000 ringgit from the ATM machine. Okay. Then after 1 week, you ask yourself, is the 1,000 ringgit still inside your pocket or not? You can know from there. Where is my 1,000? Mana pergi? Makan minum? Where is my 1,000? You have to pay medical card. You have to pay you have to pay insurance. You have to pay commitment, a lot of things. So 1,000, is it enough? So not enough. So how to make it enough when you want to really have a better retirement? How to make it? Okay. So we will share with you along the way. Next slide, please. Okay. So that's why for us, our Malaysian government, okay, they launched PRS retirement scheme. Okay, for us to retire better. Okay, and if you come to compare with the Singapore and Hong Kong people, okay, Singapore and Hong Kong, in fact, they have this product about 20 years already in Singapore and Hong Kong. Okay, and for Singapore and Hong Kong, they can retire and they can work until 65 years old. For Singapore and Hong Kong, they can work until 65 years old. Right? But I want to ask you, ask you guess which country worked the longest so far? Okay, in the world, which country? Okay, actually South Korea. South Korea people, they can work until 72 years old. South Korea people. Okay, so for us, right now we can only work until 60 years old. Meaning to say, for let's say if you work for people, right? If you work for people, right? No matter what, we have to stop working once we are 60 years old. Okay, unless you want to continue work, and unless the company say want to extend your contract. If not, no matter what, we have to stop working 60 years old and maybe find a part-time job if we think our savings not enough to continue for the next 20 years and so on. Okay, so what's PRS launched by government? Right? Actually, PRS launched by government in 2012. Okay, in 2012, as a very voluntary investment scheme to help us accumulate savings for the one purpose only, retirement. For the one purpose, retirement. And this is very good. Why? Because it's voluntary. For me, myself, I like voluntary. Why I say so? Okay, example now, you walk into the bank. You want to save money for what? For your retirement or for your future, example. And the bank officer might tell you that, okay, Mr. Z, okay, okay, you want to save for your retirement, right? Okay, I think FD now is return is below 2%. Okay, inflation about 6%. So you definitely cannot grow your money for your retirement. Definitely cannot fight against inflation. Perhaps you can do a savings plan with me. So by commit for the next 10 years or 20 years, long term, mid-term to long term. And what do you mean, bank officer? Meaning to say every month you must commit let's say 300 ringgit, right? For the next 10 years or 20 years. Wow. Okay, I think right now I can do it because why? I got bonus. I think I got a stable income. My commitment very okay. My budget is okay. I think I can commit right now, but I cannot guarantee. I think nobody can guarantee, right? We can commit for the next 10 years or 20 and so on. What happens if our budget becomes suddenly tight? And we cannot commit for this bank's installment plan. What happened to your this contract with the bank? So if you pay halfway, you don't fulfill the payment, your contract will become lapse or surrender. But in this PRS, because it's launched by government to encourage you save money for your retirement, government said it's voluntary. Mean to say if today you got budget, you think you want to save money for your retirement, just go ahead and open an account, right? But along the way, if you feel your budget suddenly a bit tight because of you want to pay a lot of things or maybe for other things as well, oh yeah, I think I want to stop first. I don't want to commit away, bro. Okay? So you can do that because you can continue again when you feel your budget is okay. Same purpose for your retirement. You can start anytime without worry the contract lapse. So this is very good for me if I don't want to commit for long term or mid term, right? And who can save for retirement? As long you are 18 years old and above, either you are a businessman, employed students or housewife. And very important, make sure when you want to invest, I just want to mention, FD rate right now is very low. So a lot of people go out and invest themselves. And make sure when you want to invest, you must make sure it's regulated by Bank Negara or regulated by Security Commission Malaysia. Why we want to say so? You see every year, every month you can read in the newspaper or Facebook media, I think this scheme cepat kaya, very good, but I think I wouldn't believe, but such people got believe one, right? Recently, 2 months ago, you saw in the news, I read in the newspaper about Macau scam. What is Macau scam actually? It comes from Macau, okay? So a old lady about 90 years old, right, kena scam about 1 million to 2 million ringgit by this Macau scam. But we're still thinking, hey, why people still got scam one? Because any people told you that the return is very fast, like scheme cepat kaya, guarantee return every year 10%. Make sure you check the company background first. That is very important for you. Okay, you want to invest there. Okay, but make sure it's regulated by SC lah. Next slide. Okay, so with this private retirement scheme, okay, this retirement plan for you guys. Okay, can I withdraw the money or not? Yes. Okay, so actually it's similar like our EPF account, whereby today let's say I put in 10,000 ringgit example from a retirement, right? So your 7,000 will go to account A, 70%, and 30%, which is 3,000 ringgit, will go to account B. Okay, and right now, let's say I'm not 55 years old yet. Can I withdraw the money or not? Yes, answer is yes. But if you withdraw without any purpose after 1 year, okay, you can still withdraw. But take note, there will be 8% penalty on the withdrawal amount. Why government want to charge 8% withdrawal amount? Due to government don't want us to simply withdraw from the account B every year. End up when you're 55, your account B become kosong. That's why there's a clause here. Right? And of course, if you got special reason, let's say for example for housing loan purpose or for health purpose, for health issue purpose, then of course government said you can withdraw your account B, okay, for your treatment or for reduce the housing loan without the 8% penalty, even though we are not 55 years old yet. But once you're 55 years old, okay, you want to kickstart your retirement planning, then you can withdraw your account A 70% portion as well without any penalty. Okay, mean to say from your account A 70% portion here, okay, this one you only can touch it once we are 55 years old. Okay, similar like our EPF account as well. Next, please. Okay, so here, this month, December, we are waiting for 2020 to pass away faster because of the COVID-19. Okay, hopefully 2020 is a better year. But now, this is the final month of the year that everybody is rushing for the tax relief and how to pay less income tax. Okay, here we go. Next, please. Okay, assuming now you got life insurance, okay, life insurance, okay, with AIA, you can declare 3,000 ringgit, okay, and then at the same time, you also got medical card, let's say with AIA as well, you also can enjoy 3,000 ringgit, so total is 6,000 already, okay, and right now, I'm thinking, do you want more to pay lesser income tax or not? Everybody want to pay lesser income tax, because this is the incentive given by government. Either we take it or we let the government take it. Of course, we take it because we are a taxpayer, right? We want to take it. But so how to take it is, now if you let's say you save 3,000 ringgit for your retirement, okay, government will also give you 3,000 ringgit tax savings. But what do you mean by 3,000 ringgit tax savings? How much I can get back in terms of savings from our government? Okay, assuming here, let's say a sample, our annual income is between 100,000 ringgit to 250,000, okay? And by diversify your FT 3,000 ringgit or your unit trust 3,000 ringgit to PRS here, okay? Then you can get back 720 ringgit when you declare your tax next year March, right? Why 720 ringgit? Because when you earn this annual income around 100,000 plus, you have to pay 24% tax, right? 24% tax. But right now, I'm thinking, FD, okay, I put in 3,000 ringgit in the FD. What's the return again? 1.75%. That is guaranteed, but it's only 1.75%. But here, I'm thinking, if I can take out at least 3,000 ringgit from my FD, let's say I got FD 10,000, I park there 10,000 in the FD by getting 1.75. So at least I'm thinking how to grow, getting better tax relief. So you can do it like transfer out your 3,000 ringgit from the FD to PRS here. You get guaranteed 24% return already. Okay, the more you earn, the more you have to pay the tax. Meaning to say, the more you save the tax, up to 28%, 20%. Okay, and I believe some of you guys you also you buy a PA plan, right? PA personal accident coverage, okay, which is not expensive, maybe a 500 ringgit for up to 1 million ring protection, okay. But if you want to buy a PA plan for protection, right? Normally we have to take the money out from our pocket, right? Because we want to cover for it. But right now, actually, you can something like get a free PA. What do I mean by getting a free PA? Because now government give you a free incentive about 720 ringgit, let's say for this customer, for this case, right? By putting 3,000 ringgit. So actually, you can use this 720 ringgit given by the government, okay, to get a PA for yourself as well, instead of giving back to the government to tax you, right? This is how you can maximize your tax financial planning, okay? Next, please. Okay, and this is a latest tax relief column. When you declare your tax this year, now you can see that life insurance, you can declare 3,000. And if you pay EPF, you also can contribute 4,000 ringgit. So total is 7,000. And this is good news because if you compare with last year, you only can get maximum here 6,000. But now you can get extra 1,000 because EPF gives you 4,000. Life insurance give you 3,000. So total is 7,000. And below here, you got PRS, under 3,000. And item 20, you can get medical card, also 3,000. So all in all, total is 13,000 tax relief we can enjoy by doing this. Okay? For who? Actually for yourself. Okay? Next, please. And of course, in order to maximize your tax relief, government gives us a lot of incentive, okay, to encourage you putting money for your own retirement. And these PRS another good things for us guys is, just now I saw a question, if I'm 55 years old, 60 years old, right? you can withdraw it any time without 8% penalty because you're already 55. No, government won't say, I want to charge you 8% because you're already 55. You can do whatever you want for your retirement. So once you're 55, it's very flexible whereby you can manage your retirement funds or retirement savings in a more disciplined or proper manner. Okay, what do I mean here? Okay, example now, when you're 55, you check your PS account with KC example. Oh, I got 200,000. Wow, is not bad. 200,000 in my PRS. Okay, so I'm thinking how to use my money. This 1,000. How to imagine this 1,000 can last for how many years? Okay, ask yourself. You got 200,000 now in PRS for what? For your retirement. Okay, so 1 month you want to spend how much first? For what? For your expenses, for your lifestyle, for your commitment, for your medical card, everything. Okay, so I'm thinking now I'm 55 or okay. I consider myself lucky. Example, I already debt free. Car loan, home loan all pay off. Car loan, housing all pay off lah. Okay, all pay off already. So now I only want to continue for my medical card, which is very important for me right now because I'm no longer working. Nobody cover me. I have to pay the medical card, which is quite expensive. 160 or so. I also have to, of course, spend some money for my makan minum lah, every day lah. Okay, so probably I want to use 2,000 ringgit lah, 2K every month. So can I inform AIA? Every month just credit 2,000 ringgit to my bank account, and the balance of this 200,000 continue to be invest. So with that, I can know that probably this 200,000 can last for the next 10 years. Instead of I putting in the bank FD, the FD will lock me 1 year, 1 month, and I cannot tell the FD people we give me the money every month 2,000. Cannot, because if I want to withdraw, I need to go all the way to the bank to withdraw the FD. I need to go all the way to the bank to do that. But with here, because you're 55, it's very flexible. You can do it this way by, okay, I sign a one-time form. Isi satu kali withdrawal form, okay, one time off. Then every month, AIA will credit 2,000 ringgit to your bank account. So you are hassle-free. You need to go all the way to the bank or AIA to withdraw money every year. You just go to any ATM machine or Maybank to you, internet banking, doing that for your money expenses withdrawal. So it's very flexible and hassle-free. And additional points here is, do you really calculate when you invest your money or save your money by putting this kind of money, how long it will take to double up your money or double up savings? Do you do that or not? Okay, actually, what's the formula? Okay, do you heard about this rule of 72? Rule of 72. Okay, how to use this rule of 72? Okay, let's say now you ask the bank officer, what is your return? Let's say last year is still 3% last year, but now this year no more last year 3%. Okay, very good. Okay, 3%. Of course, better than right now 3%. Okay, so I put in now 100,000 So how to get 200,000 when took how long to grow 200,000? So you can use calculator now. You use 72 divide 3. So where you will get 24. So meaning to say you need to take 24 years to double up your money, which is very long, 24 years. Okay, and right now the FD rate is below 3%. Right, it's only about 7.75%. Okay, so that's why you should diversify. Don't park all in the bank FD. And one more thing is protection with Nomination Act. Okay, so right now, do you ask yourself when you invest or save your money, okay, in the banks or the unit trust, this account, interest account, okay, do you ask your consultant or the bank officer, in case anything happened to me, this money, my hard-earned money, goes to who? Of course, you must make sure goes to your family, right? Goes to your family, right? But what's the process? Do you have nomination or not? What's the process? Okay, so right now, very important, you must do it with nomination, because what happens if no nomination? No nomination is, do you do will or not? What's that? Do you do will? Okay, so when you do will, you must know the rule of will in terms of this income distribution to who? Again, to your family members. The process flow, how long it takes. Okay, so will, you ask yourself, when I do will, okay, when I do will, this will, number one, can be challenged or not by anybody, which I don't know, can be challenged or not, number one. Okay, so answer yes, will can be challenged. Will can be challenged. I give you a very good example here. Stanley Hall, everybody knows Stanley Hall, right? The Macau Casino King, which is very, very rich. And of course, the family also very rich, right? But now the family is still challenging for the will, even though they are super rich, right? So will can be challenged. Once you challenge, you will take a lot of time to process. And second answer, second question you need to ask yourself when you do will, how long this will process flow will take for the money in the bank account or the unit trust account diversify or distribute. Take how long to distribute to my family members? Because when I'm not around, I want to make sure they can use my money smoothly. I can use my money smoothly to help them continue to pay their life expenses or their commitment or their housing loans or car loan, whatever loans with that. How long it takes? Okay, so the answer, you can ask the probate or you can ask the will, that how we do will, okay, the guys, it takes more than 6 months, to get the money, okay, distribute to your family. It takes more than 6 months. So can our family survive or not if they need to wait for more than 6 months? Imagine all your money is in the unit trust or bank account. This one also very subjective. Why? Because different people, different way. Because some people maybe got money in the house. Okay, so you ask yourself, during the MCO month, which lockdown 3 months, okay. So in these 3 months, do you have a issue to say that income cut half, no business, then affected your lifestyle or not? If imagine you still have to continue pay housing loan, car loan, or credit cards, imagine you have to pay this kind of loan. So if it really gets stuck or not, okay, so if you get stuck or these 3 months you also get stuck, then how about more than 6 months for a family? So with this PRS that launched by government, okay, they said, okay, AIA, when you want to do this awareness talk about retirement, right? Okay, so make sure it comes with nomination, okay, with nomination. Next, please. Okay, so here you can name up to 6 nominees. Can be anyone, meaning either whichever you like, you can name in there up to 6 nominees, and this nominee with this nomination form, right? In terms of the income distribution to the nominee, right, you need to take about 2 weeks to 4 weeks. So imagine anything happen, 2 to 4 weeks, pop, the money goes to the nominee. But and you got money inside the bank or unit trust account, you can tell the probate, okay, you need to wait after 6 months. Okay, it's okay because I cannot do anything. Because you have to take more than 6 months to do it. But thank God, at least I got some money, not all, some money in this trust account to let my family spend it first within 2 to 4 weeks, right? And also, besides flexible withdrawal, once you're 55, nomination protection for your loved ones, it also comes with creditor proof. Okay, so what is creditor proof? Okay, creditor proof meaning to say, imagine this guy, he got a lot of money inside the bank. Okay, and one day, touch wood, his business become no good. Right? Become no good right? That affect his financial help. Okay, financial help. So what happened to his money in the bank? Can the bank freeze his account or not? If he cannot pay car loans or housing loan because of financial issue, but he got money into the bank there, of course the bank can freeze your account. But with creditor proof act, nobody can freeze your money as long as your money is still in the PRS account. So in Malaysia, if your money in the PRS, insurance, and also EPF is protected with creditor proof. That's why it's very important. Don't park your money in one basket only. Right? So should be diversified, especially now with the FD return is so low, below 2%. Right? Next, please. Okay, so unit trust. Okay, what is unit trust? Actually, unit trust I think is already more than 20 years in Malaysia, but just refresh what unit trust. Okay, So when you do unit trust, when you invest in unit trust, do you notice what is the sale charge from the unit trust consultant? Okay, when you walk into unit trust company, unit trust consultant will charge you 5 to 6% sale charge. But for PRS, right, of course, there will be some sale charge, but it's lower. It's only 3% compared with the unit trust. So if you save your money in unit trust, right, they meaning to say you buy expensive and you gain lesser units, okay? And PRS, because it's launched by government, they want to encourage Malaysian people to save money. So PRS give you a tax relief 3,000 with nomination act, with credit proof, and all this is not have it in unit trust account, right? So today, if you got unit trust, right, you can consider to diversify some of your unit trust to PRS here to enjoy this kind of benefits for you, okay? And also for those you guys, you got any children, you want to encourage them to save money when they are young, start working already, right? Actually, it's no brainer here in PRS because you can start as low as 100 ringgit. Compared with UT or FD, you need to kickstart as low as 1,000. And today, let's say you got children, right? You tell them this word is already, we already being taught by our teacher, school time is called this slogan, sikit-sikit, nama-nama, jadi bukit, right? So what is the meaning here? Meaning here is, even though we start with 100 ringgit, it's not 1,000 or 100,000. It's okay. Because important part is, we start now. We start now for 20 years or 10 years for our mindset of savings habit, okay? End of the day, we got money to save for a retirement, to spend for a retirement. Secondly, even though it's low or small 100 ringgit, don't look down at 100 ringgit because your 100 ringgit will grow. You grow due to dollar cost of averaging and also compounding interest. That's why 100 ringgit is no brainer. It's no brainer. All right, next please. So this is very exciting as well. Like Casey mentioned just now, COVID-19. Nobody experienced COVID-19 before March. For Malaysian people, we only experienced it March this year. So it's very new to us, and we quite, oh my God, have to lock down 3 months, cannot go out, cannot work. So how the market should drop one, right? Of course, yeah, the market dropped. Once government announced MCO on the 18th of March, the market straight away dropped. The next day, 19th of March, dropped. All the market dropped. So if you invest in the market, of course, your returns will get affected. People get panicked. Should I sell my funds or should I stop investing or what? But you see, as right now, 30th November, right? 30th November this year, you can see the this growth fund. Growth fund is more a bit high risk, but it's not 100% high risk. Why? Because for info, growth fund only invest 70% equity and 30% bonds like FD. So you can see year-to-date returns is about 13%. 1 year return was 15%. Okay. Let me explain what is meaning year-to-date. Year-to-date YTT returns there 13%. Year-to-date meaning January 1st, 2020 until November 30th, 2020. So it's only about 11 months period. Growth fund can give us return about 13%. 1 year meaning to say is last year October until this year November, about 1 year period. Growth fund gives you about 15% returns. So it's very good. Despite the COVID-19 is very good. Actually, people are also wondering why COVID-19 can give so good returns. Okay, number one, just already mentioned earlier, people don't put all the money in the FD right now, especially this year. So people investing outside with unit trust or PRS, or they play Forex, high risk one, okay? High risk, blue chip markets. That's why when people invest in the market will booming. The market will grow. Okay? Because people take out money and invest in the market. This is one reason. Okay? Second reason, you see that since March lockdown, the government always in the media to give us a lot of stimulus package. Stimulus package, why? Because they want to spur the SME, they want to spur the economy. So that's why when government give us this kind of a lot of stimulus package, and at the same time, the under construction project like the MRT, the LRT, all is still ongoing. That's why the market is booming, still booming right now, despite the COVID-19. This is are the two reasons why our market are booming and why you can invest in the market, okay? Even though it's COVID-19, right? So for growth fund, for moderate fund, year to date 11%, and 1 year about 12% returns. And moderate fund actually is a bit on the medium risk type profile, because moderate fund will be invest 60% equity and 40% bonds, 60-40 lah. Next, please. Okay. Next, sorry, I think jump one more. I said okay. Growth, moderate. There's one more conservative funds. Is it?
No, in the slide don't have for Darren.
Okay, it's okay. So for for conservative funds, for conservative funds, okay, year-to-date returns is about 5%, and 1 year returns is about 6%. Conservative, because for our PRS we actually got 4 funds: growth, moderate, conservative, and Islamic moderate fund. For conservative funds, year-to-date 5%, 1 year 6%, and conservative is like our fixed deposit. Why? Because conservative is very conservative. 80% bonds, only 20% equity. And for Islamic moderate fund, which is also on the medium risk, 60% Sharia equity and 40% Sharia bonds, which is 100% Sharia compliance. For Islamic moderate fund, year to date 16% return. Year to date, 1 year about 15% return. So all our funds right now is, can say double digit lah. But if you ask me, can I guarantee? Of course, I say I cannot guarantee you because we are not scheme super kaya. Okay, we are not scamming. Okay, next please. So in this month, everyone rushing for the tax relief. Okay, soon we don't want to lose this opportunity. Why? Because last year December, right? Even though there's no campaign for no incentive for the cost for our clients, okay, we also managed to get submission about up to about 60 million for only 1 month in December last year, due to everyone want to rush for 3,000 ringgit tax relief. But this month, we want to also reward our clients, because why? Because we really want to encourage Malaysian people, want to encourage you guys to save money for your retirement, especially right now, okay, by putting just 3,000 ringgit at least lah, okay. So with that, we also want to reward you with coverage protection for COVID-19, also personal accident coverage for the next 6 months. By just putting minimum 3,000 ringgit from your FD or unit trust to here, and only cover for those between age 18 to 65 years old for the next 6 months, right? And touch wood, if this guy if this guy corner COVID and have to be admitted to hospitalized, he will get daily cash assistance 200 ringgit per day up to 14 days, right? So this is number 1 for our clients. Okay, second, next. So second rewards for not rewards campaign for our clients is lucky draw iPhone 12. Okay, so in this month, if you're putting 3,000 ringgit for your retirement from your FD or UT, right, you also got a chance to enter this lucky draw iPhone 12 by just putting minimum 3K. Okay, how about the next lucky draw category 2? Imagine now I'm just fresh grad, or maybe I just come to work. Sometimes we know lah, because sometimes you want to put in 3,000, sometimes also not easy. Sometimes especially for fresh grad, but I want to have a mindset to save money. If I say besok lusa, and now 60 years old, I haven't saved anything. How to know? Imagine now you already work for 10 years. You got 120 payslip. Do you save any payslip or not? After you work for 10 years with 120 payslip, does your children or you yourself, you save any single payslip or not? If you don't have yet, now you can start as low as 100 ringgit first, or you say, now is the tax season, last call. I want to enjoy, I want to pay lesser income tax. I don't care, I want to pay lesser income tax next year, March. So as long you save between 3,000, as long below 3,000 to 1,000, below 3,000 to 1,000, or you sign up or you contribute with 100 ringgit direct debit every month. What do I mean by 100 ringgit money direct debit every month is, let's say now I want to kickstart 100 ringgit, okay, as a savings habit, mindset, discipline. Then next year, January, I make sure every month I want to enjoy the dollar cost averaging, compounding interest, but just start low as 100 ringgit. So every month I deduct from my bank account or credit card, okay, every month. Regular savings every month. So you also have the what you call you can also enter the lucky draw for this category 2 for the top 3 winners. And let's say you are the winners, right? You will enjoy extra 100 ringgit into your PRS account for the next 12 months from January 2021 until December 2021. Okay, and then the next. Okay, so also this is the rewards for the clients, whereby if let's say now, yeah, my FD got I think 100,000 or more, but they don't give me nomination. I'm not 55. They lock me 1 year. I want to really have the flexible withdrawal to manage my funds properly, but I cannot do that in the bank, right? Or they don't have credit proof, but I got a lot of money there, maybe 100,000 or more, right? So I'm thinking, should I diversify? Yeah, actually the rule of thumb you want to diversify, the rule of thumb, you can consider to diversify up to 50% only from your other portfolio to another new portfolio. Okay, up to 50%. Meaning to say can be 10%, 20%, as long not more than 50 and not 100%. I don't all in one basket. I don't all in one basket. It's always that. It's always like that. Right? So at least maybe I said, example, I think I got 100,000 FD. Okay lah, I just transfer 30% will do. Why 100%? I just transfer 30% will do. 30% is 30,000 from FD to PRS here. Okay, you will get 24 this golden bull for you. Why golden bull? Because next year CNY is a bull year. Bull year. So I'm thinking, next year I want to visit my parents-in-law. I'm thinking what to buy as a CNY gift. Okay lah, I take this to my father-in-law lah. Something on lah, something meaningful for CNY lah. So you can get it. Okay, but if you want to get it more, of course, you can get maximum 4 units. But of course, you want to get more than that, more than 4 units, of course, is free to go ahead. But you must just inform Casey or your respective these consultants as well. Okay, next. Okay, so with that, that's end of this win-win for you guys. Recap is pay the tax for you, or of course, you can share it to your family members to pay the tax with this PRS. Secondly, at the same time, have more retirement savings for you guys. Okay, thank you very much. Back to you, Hafiz and Casey.
Thanks very much, Darren.
Thank you.
Okay, thank you so much, Darren. It was a very, very great session, very informative. There's a lot of information packed into there. And I think we have some time for questions. We do already have one question that was posted here. So I'll just read it out for you, Darren.
Okay.
This is by Mr. Lam Kah Meng. He says, if I'm already above 60 years old and I have excess funds, since the bank is only giving 1.75% per annum, would you recommend that I invest into PRS and why?
Okay, thanks, Casey. Thanks, Mr. Lam. Okay. Okay, just now I recap. Okay, why? Okay, number one. Now the FD give you returns, I think 1.75% per annum. Okay, so you must think how to grow your money. Is it by putting all in the FD can grow your money and also can fight inflation, which is like about 6% per year? Definitely cannot, right? Definitely cannot. Okay, so again, just as I mentioned, always you can diversify up to 50% from the FD to PRS. Why PRS? Number one, PRS, as I mentioned, you can see in our slide just now, growth fund, moderate fund, they give the returns more than 5%. More than 5%, okay? Which is better than FD, right? In terms of return, okay? Second, nomination is very important. nomination is super very important. Okay, we actually maybe we don't realize right now until what? Until our family really need to use the urgent money. Urgent money. I give you one very good example. I give you a good example. I got one friends. Okay, got one friends. Okay, this guy. Okay, this guy is a guy. Is a guy. Okay, he put money in the FD, and I think this is was 2 years ago. Things 2 years ago. He also put some money in the money game. I think that time was quite popular money game, but also quite dangerous because it's not regulated by bank negara. Okay, so you think money game can help him grow money? Of course, I think can, but it's until the money bursts, then you have to you know what's happening money game. Okay, then you also got buy a PA plan PA plan. Okay, PA plan. Okay, so then he met an accident. This guy met an accident and passed away due to drink and drive drink beer of course. Not drink water, so drink beer. Okay, so my friend is a AI life planner. Okay, so he said he want to help this wife the wife claim the PA plan, but the thing now is he drink and drive it's not easy to claim. Drink, drive and pass away, a lot of things that need to do before you can claim okay? So he got money in the money game. Then he said, hey, I want to see the money game directors to get the money. To get the money because it's my husband's money, right? So I should get the money now. I want to spend it. Why? Because I want to spend it because I got 2 children to support for the education. So the money game director told this lady, sorry, you cannot take the money. You cannot log in. You cannot log in there. You cannot take it first. You cannot log in there. So if your husband die, so sorry to hear that, the money, this account can transfer to your account. So you open account here and play continue play continue put your money there. But I need money. I need urgent money. This is called urgent money already This is called urgent money, right? So cannot take. So that's why very important with nomination this money okay, will be processed through the Nomination Act, and within 2 to 4 weeks your family, the wife can use that money to continue support the children, support her own lifestyle, her commitment. So in the FD, in the bank money, just now Mr. Lam asking me FD, even though unit trust, do they really protect your hard-earned money with nomination or not? In case anything happen to me, example, we don't know. Okay, we don't know. So they cannot protect your money. They cannot make sure the money go through smoothly to your family, even though you do will. If I want to highlight, if you got unit trust account, right? You've got unit trust account right now in the unit trust account with any company. Please tomorrow you call them. Can you help me do a trust? If you got unit trust account, you should do a trust already. But do they charge you? Yes. They will still charge you some fees right? Some fees. Okay. I hope I answered your question, Mr. Lam.
Okay, thanks very much, Darren. So do we have any other questions? We open up any questions from the floor right now. You can put it in the chat, or you can actually unmute yourself and speak out. Okay, if you want to show your video, also can, not a problem. So we get to know you. So I'll just ask again. Yeah. Any other questions on the PRS funds? Any questions at all? Okay. All right. So I think there are no further questions, Darren.
Okay, but before that, let me recap. No recap I mean, wrap it up from my side. Okay, from my point of view.
Yeah.
Okay. So again, this month is the final month. Okay, for us to enjoy our income tax savings. If when we want to declare our income tax, when we declare our income tax next year March, right? So now it's already December. So when I declare a tax 4 months later, which is next year March, okay, then you will know that why very important when you are so excited, when you fill up the income tax. Imagine you're filling income tax now, you're very excited on filling this column called tax rebate column, right? Tax rebate column, right? Why? Because you can get to pay lesser tax. Like when you buy a laptop, when you enroll Maxis plan or you buy sports equipment, right? You can declare 2,005. Wow, I'm happy. I can get 2,005. When you do donation, you can declare up to, I think, 500 ringgit at least. So where to get some more? Okay, some more is why here with PRS. And why again PRS can help you do that? Because now you know that you got maybe money in the FD or unit trust, right? And they cannot help you to pay lesser tax. So how to pay lesser tax? Very simple. You can transfer out at least 3,000 ringgit from this kind of account called FD or UT to here, PRS. So if be PRS here, you can maximize your tax financial planning. Okay. So with that, thanks again. Very much thank you for your
hang
time.
on, Darren.
Again.
Darren, sorry. We have a Mr. Lam Kyong have a further follow-up question. Just a quick one.
Okay.
He says that, what do you mean that we can only transfer 50% of our FD? Can we just transfer from our other cash account?
Okay, thanks, Casey. Thanks, Mr. Lam. Okay. So, of course, beside FD, right? Beside FD, we can also transfer up the money, right, from other portfolio, like the portfolio in the unit trust, the portfolio in the shares market, the portfolio, the money that kept inside a cupboard, right? All also can be transferred out to PRS. But I always say the rule of thumb is up to 50%. It's up to 50%, the rule of thumb. It's not 100%, yeah.
Okay. Okay. Does that answer your question, Mr. Lam Kyong, or do you want to continue asking? Your mic is unmuted. I think you can ask.
Yes, it's clear.
Thanks, Lam.
Yeah, he says it's clear, not a problem.
Thanks, Lam. Thank you.
Okay. So thank you very much. With no further questions, yeah. Thank you very much, Darren. Again, on behalf of everybody here, it's an honor and a pleasure to have you today to share with us. Right now, I'm going to pass on this session to Lam Kah Meng, okay, who is our second speaker. He will be sharing a bit on the PRS and how you can do the sign up if you want to act today. So remember that just now Darren was saying that there is actually a deadline, and the deadline is actually 22nd December for the online applications for PRS. And also, if you want to take advantage of tax incentives, that has to be done before the 22nd. So I'll pass this on to Kah Meng. Kah Meng is actually our life planner and a senior life planner with us. He's been with us for many years, also a PRS consultant, and also one of our elite academy graduates. So can I please invite Mr. Lam Kah Meng?
All right, thank you, Casey. So thanks, Darren, for sharing just now. I'm sure you'll find the session useful. So there are three things that I sort of take away from this. One, it is useful for both young and people who are about to retire. So for both of them, they can have tax savings. For younger people, it's also a tool to help you build. And for the last one, for the older people, if you have a lot of money in your FD, this can help you manage your retirement spending as well. So for example, like Darren said, if you have a lot of money in FD, put it in PRS, and you can let AIA and mention to them that you want to only withdraw 3,000 ringgit every month. So that's what you can do with PRS. So without further ado, I think in order to help you to register for this particular PRS, I'm going to share my screen to run through with you the steps on how to sign up for PRS. So just hang in there. Casey, can you see my screen?
Yes, I can see the screen. Not a problem.
Okay, perfect. So this deck will be given to you after the presentation, but let me just run through with you how to apply for PRS and the key things that you can take note of, right? So when you want to apply for PRS, what you can do is open this slide later and click on this link. After you click on this link, what you need to do is simply just fill in your name as per IC, put in your email address and phone number, and email will be sent to your email. You have to open your email first and click I agree to proceed to apply for PRS. Once you have done that, it will bring you back to the PPA, which is a private pension administrator website, and you can fill up your further details. So things like your name, your email, your home address, occupation, household income, source of income, mother maiden name, and also your phone number. After you have filled this up, please remember to request for a TAC. An SMS will be sent to you, and then you can put in your TAC before you are allowed to proceed. After you have gone to the next page, you are also required to upload the front and back portion of your IC, fill in your date of birth, gender, and ethnicity, and then you can click next to proceed. Okay, this is where you have an option. If you choose a default option, what happens is we will select the fund based on your age. So for example, if someone that is more senior, 60 years old, 55 years old, it is defaulted to conservative fund. If, for example, someone who is younger, 24 years old, 23 years old, we will default it to growth fund, because when you're younger, you can take more risk in a sense. So if you want to select your own fund, what you can do is just press self-selection. And based on the fund that we have shown you just now, the different performance, you can choose what fund you want to choose. Now, this is the important part that I need to highlight to you all. I'm going to spend some time on this. If you see down here, this column over here, the remarks, it says key in your agent code. For some of you all, you've been introduced to this webinar by your agent, by your friend. Remember to always put down your agent code. The reason is because if you don't put down your agent code, us as an agent, we cannot track your contribution and we can't track your fund performance. As PRS advisors, what we want to do is to help you grow your money throughout the years. And if you don't put the agent code down there, we will not be able to see in our system for your contribution, right? As for the agent code, I'll share with you the different agent codes towards the end of the slide. So if you scroll down, you can also put down how much you want to contribute. In this case, I put 3,000, maybe for younger people who just want to have that tax saving. The tax saving amount is 3,000 maximum you can claim, right? According to Darren, tax relief. So you put 3,000, there is an administration fee of 50 cents, and the total will be 3,050 cents. You can then press make payment. Okay, for PRS, there's only one way of making payment if you're doing an online enrollment. It is through bank transfer. You can't do it through credit card, neither can you do it through check. So there are different banks that you can choose from. If you want to choose maybanktoyou.com, you can do that as well. Click your preferred bank and press make payment and just follow the steps. Then it comes to this page where you must declare that you are not a politician or a public figure and you do not pay tax in US as well. If you click that, you're able to make the payment and just make the bank transfer to AIA. Okay, so that is the steps to register for PRS. Now, once you have done that, it's important to let your consultant know that you have completed the step, because we need to track whether your contribution is in the system for us to let you be entitled for the lucky draw. So just now I mentioned to you, put in the agent code. You can actually look at this agent code and put some of this in. If your introducer's agent code is not here, do not worry. We have already the attendance for this particular webinar. We will actually contact you separately and give you the agent code of your introducer. I hope that is clear. Okay, according to Casey just now as well, for the year 2020, there is a cutoff date to contribute to PRS. If you do it any other time after this, it will not capture in the system and you can't have the tax relief. So if you don't have any PRS with AIA at the moment and you're a new enrollment, you must contribute before 22nd of December. However, if you already have an existing contribution to PRS in AIA, so for example, if you're already contributing to the growth fund of AIA and you choose to top up, then you have a leeway of until 30th of December to contribute. Okay, so just a reminder, contribute because you can have tax relief, as well as if you do your contribution this month, you can have protection as well. So what it means is that Darren was mentioning from COVID-19, in case a person enters the hospital, we pay 200 ringgit per day for up to 14 days. If a person passes away because of COVID-19, you can get 10,000 death benefit. And for example, if someone passes away because of an accident within this 6 months after contribution, you can get 30,000. So for some of you all come to this session, you all also said, you know, I came here because of that iPhone enticement, right? So the December special, just to recap what Darren said, if you contribute at least 3,000 into PRS, you're entitled for 1 lucky draw entry. And we are giving up to 3 iPhone 12. On top of that, this is what AIA is giving. On top of that, why associate? We are also running a December special. After this, when we send this deck to you to sign up, if you sign up for 3,000 ringgit PRS, Y Associate Agency is also going to give you 20 ringgit touch and go e-wallet voucher. So it's a double reward for you. Sorry, it's a triple reward for you. In fact, you have your PA COVID coverage, you have your iPhone lucky draw, and you have your touch and go e-wallet vouchers, right? So please take advantage and sign up before.
You would have got a kick if you heard this guy speak. You wouldn't have understood him. It'd be like hearing a different language.
The strongest
of the strongest Chinese.
I hear some background noise. Sorry, who is that?
Yeah. The strongest of the strongest Chinese.
I think it's Aryan. Yeah.
Okay. So just to conclude, this is our December special. After the whole presentation, your agent or your consultant will actually send you this deck and do sign up and get this special promotion. All right. So I'll pass the time back to Casey to wrap it up.
Thank you very much, Kah Meng, for sharing that. So we will be sending this pack to them, right? So they can do the sign up, and also your life planners will be in touch with you. Especially also Kah Meng, we forgot to mention if let's say they are introduced by another friend, we will also give a $20 voucher to the person who introduced. So if any of you are our clients here and you also introduce another friend to sign up who might not be in this session today also, okay, we can also give that 20 ringgit voucher to you lah. But we need to know who is the person to sign up under our code. So the agent code needs to be key in, so we have to be tracked lah. All right. So that's from us, you know. So we got 3 things this sign up. And if you have any questions now, anyone have any questions to ask, and Kah Meng can answer that regarding the sign up, or any questions at all. Anyone has any questions on PRS? I have a quick question, just so that the rest can also know this. Kah Meng, if we are already contributing in PRS with another company last year, and this year we want to contribute in AIA side, is it okay?
Yes. So if you are already contributing to other PRS company and now you want to do it AIA, it is actually a new enrollment. So your deadline is still 22nd of December.
Right. So they can still do it, right? Not a problem.
Just follow the same process.
Yeah. So they're not like locked in there, right? So they can still contribute this year here. Okay.
Correct. Yeah.
Cool. So yeah, you know, if those of you who are contributing 3,000 last year with other companies, you know, you can still do it 3,000 here with AIA and stand a chance to win the iPhone 12. Am I correct to say that? It's a new enrollment.
Correct.
Okay, fantastic. Sounds good. Any other questions we have on the floor? Okay. Any open questions on the nomination, on the signups? So just a reminder for everyone, the signups are 22nd December, right? It has to go through before that. This is government required regulation. And I think that's about it. If we have no further questions, you know, I just want to say thank you everyone for being here on behalf of Y Associates and the team. Thank you, Kah Meng, for sharing. And also thank you, Darren, for being here today. So if we have our live planners who invited you, will be in touch with you after this webinar. And we also will have a recording as well. So we will actually send you a copy of this recording in case you've missed out. And of course, you know, you can always rewatch it again. So we'll be sending the recording probably tomorrow to you. If you want to do the sign up, you can either do it now. Okay, just contact your live planner or whoever invited you for this, and we will help you through the process. If not, we can also do it for you tomorrow, do it with you as well. Okay. So thank you very much, everyone, and have a good night. Thank you for joining us for our first webinar. We will also be sending some feedback from you guys. Okay, so we want to improve. We have more exciting things lined up to talk to you about. Maybe any other future webinars and updates and campaigns we will let you know as well. So thank you, everyone, and have a good night.